Hi, welcome to Mom and Baby Yoga. I'm your teacher for today, Kathy, and we're here with our friends, Mom Rosalia and little baby Fosco. Before starting any yoga program, you always want to check with your doctor or medical professional, especially after pregnancy. So check with your doctor first and then come back and join us for this yoga video. So Mom and Baby Yoga is not a regular yoga class. You'll want to be prepared because sometimes your little one needs your attention. So get a pillow, some toys, and prepare yourself that you might have to stop and give a smile or a hug or a cuddle to your little one, and then you can always join back in whenever you want. So we're going to start today in a seated position, comfortable seated position for you, with your legs crossed. Hi. Little toy for your little one. And then when you're seated comfortably, you can let your heart come up towards the sky, shoulders down and back. And we're just going to close our eyes halfway instead of all the way so we can keep an eye on our little one. And we're going to start with our breath in and out through the nose. Nice and long, maybe longer than you would normally breathe off your yoga mat. Allowing the breath to come in all the way down into your belly. You can feel the belly soften. And then back out. Start to let the muscles of your face relax, your jaw, in between your eyes, your forehead. And then let that softness spread down into your chest and your shoulders. Feeling your breath in and out. We're trying not to hold our breath. We just want it to come all the way in and then all the way back out. And then you can let that breath and that softness spread into your mind as you let go of anything that maybe happened earlier today or anything you know you have on your plate ahead of you later on today. Any stress or any worries, you can just let those thoughts drift away as you come to focus on your breath in and out. Reminding yourself that this is a moment for you and your little one to practice some yoga. So all of the other things going on in your world, you can just put those aside for a few moments. We're going to start here with our head. So we're going to move our head, chin down towards our chest as we exhale. Inhale and let your chin just come up towards the ceiling, inhaling. Exhale around the top of the neck, top of the back, drop the chin down to the chest. Inhale and slowly let it lift up. And we're going to add on here, exhale, let your chin come down to your chest and then slightly pull your spine back behind you, shoulders forward, tucking the tailbone a little bit. Inhale, come forward, lift the head, and also let the chest come forward, shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, take the head down. Inhale and come forward. You can take the movement a little bit deeper if you want. Rock back all the way, maybe a little bit deeper, shoulders forward. Inhale, open the chest. Last one, exhale back. And inhale forward. And then come back, neutral position, seated with your spine nice and long, shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. We're going to move onto a tabletop position for our next position. So we're going to come with our shoulders over our hands. As you can see here, Rosalia has her knees under her hips. She has about 2 fist widths of space between her knees, and her wrists are right under her shoulder. She has a long flat back here from the top of her head to her tailbone. And from here, as she inhales, you're gonna drop the belly down, lift the head, lift the tailbone, open the chest and the collarbone. Exhale, pressing the hands in the ground, round your spine, bring it up towards the ceiling. Drop the head and drop the tailbone. Inhale, taking it back, letting the belly float down to the ground. Inhale, lift up and open. Exhale, round the spine. I'm going to do that again. Inhale, opening. Exhale, rounding. And then come back to a neutral table position, flat back, with a smile to your little one. From here, we're gonna move into extended table. So we're gonna start with the right leg. We're gonna take the right leg back, toes on the ground. Foot is flexed, so the heel is reaching out. And you can see that Rosalia hasn't moved too much over into her left. We wanna keep the table position nice and strong. From here, maybe you're gonna lift your left hand, reaching it forward, palm facing inward, thumb facing up. The belly button is slightly lifted towards the spine to engage the core. And then maybe you can lift your right foot up off the ground, so the same height as the hip, and you've got a nice long table, reaching out from the fingertips to the heels, breath in. And as you exhale, you can bring your hand and knee down to the ground, back to table position. And if you want, you can round your spine. Coming back to table position. We're gonna take the second side. So left foot back, starting always toes on the ground, lifting the right hand up, checking how that position is for you. Belly button is lifted and maybe the foot can lift up off the ground, reaching out from the fingertips to the heel. Breath in and breath out. Hand and knee float down to the ground, round the spine. And you can repeat again, one more time on either side. So right foot back, left hand lifts, taking it to the level that works for you. Using your breath to help lengthen you. Bringing the hand and knee down as you exhale, rounding the spine. And then taking the second side, left foot, right hand. Use your breath. And then as you exhale, bring it down and continue round it all the way back. You can come back and sit on your heels. From here, we're going to move into our Thunderbolt position. So you can see we're sitting on our heels, toes tucked under, in our Thunderbolt position. So from here, we're going to take our hands down to the side, fingertips towards the ground. With our breath, inhale, bring your hands up overhead, palms can touch, and then exhale, coming back down, hands at heart center, coming to sit on the heels. Hey, we're gonna do that again. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Remember here, you're still engaging the core slightly, you're bringing the belly button back towards the spine so we're nice and strong. Exhale down, heart center. We're gonna do that again. Inhale, hands up overhead as you breathe in. Palms together, exhale down, heart center. We're gonna put those positions together. We're gonna do a sequence together now. So we're gonna start from our Thunderbolt position, this position, sitting on our heels. Inhale, we're gonna bring our hands up overhead. This time, as we exhale, we're gonna bring our hands down to the ground, finding tabletop position. In our tabletop position, we start with a long spine. As we inhale, drop the belly, open the chest and the collarbone. Exhale, round the spine. And we're gonna add on here Moving with our fingers nice spread wide, weight throughout our whole hand, toes tuck. We're gonna lift our hips up and back down to a downward facing dog position. And in our downward facing dog position, remembering that we're grounded down, not only pressing through the palms, but through the pads of the hands, all the fingers, reaching our chest towards our thighs, sit bones reaching up towards the sky, and then just gently letting our heels work their way down towards the ground underneath us. Oh, Bosco. That happens too in Mama Baby Yoga. From here, exhaling, bring your knees down to the ground, and then come back to sit on your heels in our Thunderbolt position. And our little one is awake now. Here we go. We're gonna do the whole sequence again, sitting in a Thunderbolt position. You can do it too if you want, little buddy. Inhaling, hands up overhead. Reach up nice and long through the sides of the body. Exhale, bring your hands down to a tabletop position on the ground. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest and the head, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, back tabletop position. And take your hips up and back, downward facing dog as you exhale out. Take a long, steady breath in, reaching the chest back towards the thighs. And then exhaling, coming down onto your knees and then sitting back on your tailbone, on your heels. We do it one more time, full sequence.
Yes.
Yeah, inhale, overhead, reach up. Exhale down, tabletop position. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine, drop the head and the tailbone. Inhale, back flat, back table position. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Think about lengthening the space from the hip crests away from the rib cage so you grow nice and long through the sides. As you exhale, bring your knees down to the ground and come back to sit on your heels. So as we put a lot of stress on our wrists during the first months of motherhood, we're gonna see now a way that you can do a position that's very similar to downward facing dog without putting so much stress on your wrists. So Rosalia is gonna come down on her forearms. So fingers spread wide, the forearms are kind of making the number 11 on the ground. Toes are tucked under. I'm just gonna lift both knees up off the ground and take our hips up and back, just like in a downward facing dog position. So as you can see, Rosalia, she walked her feet in a little tiny bit because sometimes when we come up right away into the position, it's not exactly what's the right way for our body. So you can move around, feel free to walk your feet forward, open them up a little bit wider. And you can see that she's pressing down through the fingers, the forearms. She's using the whole strength of the arms and the shoulder blades here. She's still lengthening through the sides of the body and through the back of the legs. So she's still getting the benefits of downward facing dog, but she's not putting as much pressure on her wrists. She can come back down, exhale, come down onto the knees, and then come back to sit on the heels. And this you can do any time that there's a downward facing dog in your yoga practice, but you want to avoid putting so much pressure on the wrists, you can do dolphin instead. Okay, we've come to a moment for our little ones. We're gonna do something that's called sonic massage. This is a great way to fit in a little bit of yoga for you while also doing something fun for your little one. We're gonna be working with 4 of the chakras, so the chakra of the belly, the chest, the heart, the throat, and the top of the head. And we're gonna be using the sounds Ram, Yam, Ham, and Om on our little ones. So if your baby is bigger and wants to stay in your arms, you can definitely do all of the sounds holding your baby. But it is a lot of fun if your baby will go on the ground because you get to do a little bit of yoga poses in the middle. Let's see. Let's see if little Fosco wants to go on the ground. Ooh. So come on up, seated position, just like we were doing before. on our Thunderbolt position. Oh, don't worry. So we're gonna inhale here, our hands up overhead, reach up nice and high. Breathing in and then exhaling over to the left for an exhale out. Inhale up, exhale over to the right. Inhale up through center, and this time as you exhale, come down to your baby's belly, making the sound of rum. Second time, nice and short. Rum, 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 rum. Yeah. We're gonna come up again, placing our hands together at heart center. We're gonna press our hands together nice and hard. Drop your shoulders and your shoulder blades down your back. Oh, we're coming again. This time you're gonna come down with the sound of yam at your baby's heart. Inhaling. Yam. Yum, 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 yum. Coming back up. Hands together once again at heart center, and then just lightly drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And then bring your head back to center and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. We're gonna come down with the sound of hum. Normally it would be in the throat in the center, but because our babies keep their chins closed, we're gonna come down to the space in between the ear and the shoulder. Inhaling. And then come down, find your baby with the sound of hum. And then switching to the other side. Hum, 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 hum. Watch your jewelry. It's always a hazard in mom and baby yoga. This time we're gonna rub our hands together. We're gonna give ourselves a little massage. Don't worry about your hair. You can fix it later. Massage your head, massage your face. We're gonna come down to the sound of Om on the top of your baby's head. Inhaling. Second time long. Inhale. Give your baby a little kiss. And that's our sonic massage. We've come to the end of our yoga practice, to our moment of relaxation, Shavasana. So normally in yoga, you would probably do Shavasana lying down on your back with your arms and legs extended out. If you can do that, great. If you're with your little one and they want some of your attention, you can come and do Shavasana in a seated position. Comfortable for you and your baby. You can even feed your baby if you want, if they're tired and want to go to sleep. Yeah. So come to sit with your baby. And since you have your baby in your arms and you know that he or she is nice and safe, you can close your eyes completely if you want. Oh, hey. Let your heart shine up to the sky, shoulders down, eyes closed, and find your breath in and out through your nose. Take your breath into your face and let your face become soft. Try to let go of any tension in your forehead or in your jaw. And then let that softness move down throughout the body, in particular into your belly. Let go of any tightness or tension that you may have there. Allow your breath to maybe grow and become a little bit stronger, a little bit deeper, in and out. And let go of any of the various thoughts that you might have floating around in your head. Let go of all of the to-do lists that you have, worries, things that are stressing you. But also let go of any of the positive things that you may be thinking about these days. Try to just let your mind be clear and free of all thoughts. Just thinking about your breath moving into the body and back out. As you sit here in Shavasana with your little one, find within your heart a message of gratitude. A gratitude that you're able to share with your little one, thanking him or her for all of the joy that they bring into your life. Take that gratitude and share it with yourself. A big thank you to you, Mom, for all of the many, many things you do daily to grow and care for your little one. You can come out of Shavasana whenever you want, so feel free to stay here relaxing. When you do come out of Shavasana, you can open your eyes, move your body a little bit. You can give a kiss or a cuddle to your little one if you want. And we close by bringing our hands together if they're free. And we say namaste to little baby Fosco. Thank you, buddy. Namaste to Mom. And namaste to you. Thank you so much for joining us for Mom and Baby Yoga. We'll see you again next time.